Working on the 442 today. I'm gonna start working on this dreaded rear floor pan patch. So, not sure what I all got here. I'm gonna wire wheel it down first to see how bad this metal is. It's pretty soft in this area. Looks like her pan is a fairly good reproduction. Now you can see just how bad it is. And I think I'm gonna have my panel overlap onto this lip here on the rocker panel. Then we'll just have 3 welds to deal with. I'm studying the replacement pan. It's got this thing going on. Well, this doesn't have that. It needs to look quite a bit longer. So some of that will be cut out, but I looked for other pans and they all look the same. So this is what we got, and this is what we're going to make work. We got a brace here. Metal looks pretty good all around that, so I don't want to screw with that brace. So I think I'm going to come along here, probably work around this brace. And then this piece here was tack welded in here and here. I was able to break it with a chisel, and then it's welded here. I can cut it out. It's for them swivel buckets. But I think I'll be able to get it lined up pretty good to where it needs to be on the new pan. The actual floor pan plug itself looks like it's in pretty good shape. We got this piece out here. I just kind of traced it where I'm going to cut it. We got this pit way up there. But this pan should cover all that. And I don't feel anything on the bottom here. Just have to be careful not to cut into this lip here. So, we'll see how that works out. Start here, cut all this out. And then I got a spot weld cutter. I'll come back in here and try to get some spot welds. Get this piece out separate. This sure was definitely a good buy. We got this fitting pretty close. I think we're gonna put the car in the air now and mark it from the bottom side. We're gonna go for the butt welds. So there's our old floor pan. And we've got a trace on the new one with the hole we cut out. And we're gonna go on the outside of that line and try and get it really close. We're waiting on some butt weld clamps coming in the mail for final fitment. We got our piece all fit here. Painted up the rocker panel and scratched where we're going to have our rosette welds. We got her fit in. We're going to actually tack it from the bottom though, because you want it to look good from the bottom. So if there's any imperfections, we'll match them up down there. It's looking pretty good from the bottom.
So what you got now is a patch. This is really strong now. And I was the lazy one. I just wanted to do a lap joint, just have them real close. Lap joint would have been really fast, but he ground each, it took a lot of fitting. Then he had these special little tools that fit in between, pulled the thing up, and tacked it, worked their way down. You're gonna be able to see some of these. Okay, so with a cutoff wheel or a grinder, you would knock these down, and he's gonna get that all level, and then we'll sand it with an 80 grit and then maybe a smear of Bondo. He wants it so that if anybody ever went underneath this thing, he wouldn't know that it ever had a patch. It's harder. It's time consuming. A lot more time.
Just got done with the flap wheel and the DA. After taking that 80 grit DA on there, it seems looking really good. Just gonna take a skim coat of Bondo and should be pretty unnoticeable. We use light to check for pinholes in all them butt welds. Found a couple, corrected them. You can see the transmission tunnel just looks like Swiss cheese. I have to lay the console in here and weld up all the unnecessary holes. I'm going to smooth out the top side now and leave some of that weld for strength, because you're not going to see it once the carpet's in. There it is laid in there. It's solid, no tin canning. Well, Paul didn't really want me to do this, but I'm going to cut this area out here and seam seal in this original plug. It's really unnecessary, but I want to go for an original look. There it is, had to hand file it. Take a look at it from the bottom. Looks good enough for this restoration. Got the floor into some primer. Even with my crappy body work, it's really pretty tough to tell that that patch was done. Pretty happy with the way that turned out. When the time comes, we'll seam seal the top of it too. I'll tack a couple other pieces on here. We're cleaning up some front end parts here. I believe the grill's attached to this piece, got it in metal etch. Had to do a little bit of welding on this piece. On both ends where that corner blinker housing attaches. These are going for a lot of money on eBay. Got half of our tank painted. We got both the bumpers off, I think, since the last video. I will show you that this body mount was loose. This one was actually missing a nut. So when you reassemble this car should be a lot more rigid. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching.